Hello, friends. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. I am so happy that it is here. I hope you have had a great week and you are off to have a wonderful end of your week. And I hope that you guys are ready to do some fun chalking things today. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. As you come in, make sure you say hello. Let me know where let me know if you've got any fun crafty plans for your day or weekend. I am ready for the weekend. I'm going to spray this down. I've got a board here that we're going to clean off and use again. Oh my goodness, I am so happy that it is. Oh, there we go. Facebook finally caught up. Turn the volume down. Hi. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Looks like we're a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Just do that right there. Let's see if we can't straighten it up a little bit. There we go. Yes, good morning. So I have one of our gallery boards. This one has an 8x10 surface, 9 by 12 total size. Sure. Terrible thing. I've had this one for a while and I just don't remember all the dimensions. This one for a while, and this one has actually been decorated since the fall with one of my favorite things, which is the pumpkin patterns. And this particular pattern right here is one of my favorite patterns that Chalk Couture has come out with. I love it. It goes with a bunch of my different scrapbook and planner girl things that I like to do. So I use that one quite a bit to make accessories. But this one, I want to use it for something else. So I'm going to say goodbye to the pumpkins. I have sprayed it down just with some water out of our mister. I've let it sit for a few minutes, and now we're just going to use the scraper and we're just going to scrape off of there. Love the chalk scraper. If you have a chalk scraper, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Love this thing. All right, there's all my chalky goodness. Let's see. I'm gonna use this like a spatula and put it right in my chalk tray there. Look at all that chalk color being reconstituted. All right. There is that. A mess waiting to happen. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, so then I'm going to take a rag. This is a microfiber towel that I have out of my stash. And I'm just going to go over the top of the design where I can see a little bit of ghosting. What am I doing? I need to just use my chalk eraser. I have a chalk eraser right here. Yes. There we go. Ghosting gone. Okay, now I'm going to clean up all that water and chalk mess that I have left. Soak up all that color. And then I'm going to actually grab my Chalk Couture Fuzzing Cloth. It is, one side is microfiber and it's perfect for drying your boards. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of all the streaks, all the leftover residue, anything like that. All going to be gone. Easy peasy. I see that my board needs to actually be cleaned up a little bit, so I'm just going to take this opportunity to do that with my microfiber towel, my little spray bottle. I cannot tell you how many times I've used this particular board. I think this is the one that actually came in my kit with Chalk Couture, so that's been a little over 2 years. And I used to just chalk it and clean it and chalk it and clean it. And then this last fall, I went ahead and left it with my pumpkins because I loved them so much. Gosh, it's been off to the side waiting to be used. Let's see. Clean up a little. Here's that. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Hi, good morning. So I think I'm going to do Dream Bigger today. I have the Dream Bigger Watts of Love transfer. And I think that today. Let's just turn this and see if we can. We can. And Watts of Love is our partner, or we are the Watts of Love partner, I should say, for our charitable giving for Chalk Couture. $2 of every transfer that is a Watts of Love transfer goes to Watts of Love and goes towards helping bring light to the world. So I really love that. And I love this Dream Bigger transfer that they have put out. Let's see, we're just going to get it ready to fuzz it up. And today I'm going to use In Vogue colors to do this. I have 4 In Vogue colors. I've got Pink Grapefruit, Wisteria, this is Blue Jay, this is Citrus Splash. So pretty. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. I really want to do something like an ombre, but I don't think I'm going to do that for this one. We'll see. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. I've got to get my little coffee. I love having coffee. Coffee is my favorite. Oh, goodness. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Say hello in the chat bar. Let me know who's watching. I see lots of. And I am so glad that you took some time out of your day to visit with me. Let's see. I need a marker. All right, first things first, I'm going to take my transfer, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to write on the back so that I know this is the back of the carrier sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and put the name of the transfer on it so that when I'm cleaning things up and I have lots of transfer, one back on the right carrier sheet, it's easier to do. So this one is Dream Bigger. Love that. Dream Bigger. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little corner. Where do I want to do that? Well, looks like we have about equal size. I'm not cutting a lot. I'm just taking a little snip off of the top right there. It just makes it super quick and easy for me to line it back up on the carrier sheet. That is all there is to that. And then I'm just going to take my finger along the edge and grab the silk screen, the adhesive back silk screen. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to take the carrier sheet away from the transfer. Just like so. Then we're going to, if you don't have a fuzzing cloth, it is really no big deal. You can use any old towel or new towel for that matter, just something that's not super lint filled. Like, you want to be careful with your terry cloth because it may really get a lot of lint. But you can use any towel that's clean and dry. You can use a t-shirt. You can even put it on your apron or your blue jeans. Just something to pick up a little bit of lint so it's not quite so sticky. So I'm just going over, buzzing this a couple times. Good morning, good morning. Hi, thanks for joining. All right, got that buzzed, and I'm just going to take it and get it on the board. Let's see. I have my helper in here with me this morning. I hear her jingle jangling. That is my dog Mocha, and she is in here with me. She pretty much goes where I go. Whenever I'm at home, she wants to be where I am. I'm not home a lot these days, so she follows me around, and I can hear her little tag making noise. I'm going to go over the top of this with a squeegee just to get the air bubbles out. I am using a Chalk Couture board, as I said, so this one is not super, I'm not real worried about not being able to get the transfer off of the board because these boards are made for this. But I do want to make sure I don't have air bubbles because I want it to not be distorted. I should make short work of this and use a bigger tool. This is our multi-angled tool. There we go. No air bubbles. I don't think we have any. Okay, now it's time to open up some paste. Let's see. Okay. Lots of these. I don't know if several of these are going to be brand new. Yeah, brand new. Time to open them up. I'm just going to grab the edge and pull that top off. Well, maybe my fingers are going to let me do it. Here we go. Pull that seal off. Woo. Juggling paste. Okay. Wisteria. This is so pretty. And I can see that the color inside of the jar has started to separate a little bit. That is no big deal. No big deal at all. We will be able to stir that color together, get those pigments right back in there, get everything back together. This one had a bunch on the lid, so I'm just scraping it right back in the jar. That's from me turning them upside down so many times. Clean my little hands. All right, this one I have used a lot. This is pink grapefruit, and it is my current favorite, I should say. My current color, pink grapefruit. And I'm just going to go and get the pieces that are on the top of the jar, again, for me turning it upside down. And I am going to scrape those right back in the jar. Bam. Okay, and then we need to give it a stir. I did not do a good job of cleaning this one up. When I was done with it the last time, I did what I do often, and that is I go, oh, I'll come back and I'll clean that up. Let me just go ahead and seal it up so it doesn't get dried out. And then I go and I clean up all of my workspace, and I forget, and I don't go back to it. Do you guys do that? I need to get that in there and stir, stir, stir. And let's go ahead and give all of these a stir. I'm going to move the design. I don't like working over the top of the design. Even though I haven't really started yet, I don't like doing that because I am messy. I am a messy crafter. And I should be using a better tool for this as well. And do that. Get a little chalk tray. And let's grab a multi-tool. And let's stir with the multi-tool because this is brand new. We need to get those pigments all mixed up in there. Stir. And I'm impatient, so I'm going to also give it a spritz of water or two. This is distilled water. It's an ultra-fine mister. You don't have to mist your water with ultra-fine. You don't have to use an ultra-fine mister to put water in your paste, but it is recommended that you use distilled water in your paste so you don't have any kind of bacteria or anything growing in there. That can distort the color, it can cause mold, it can do all kinds of things that mess your paste up. And so distilled water is the best way to go. Good morning. Thanks for joining. I see lots of little eyeballs joining in. Thanks for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. We'll get these chalks prepped and we will get going, and our project is going to take like no time, but here we go. Gotta do a little prep beforehand today. This all week long. Just having some time to come and play in my craft room and get some chalking done. Hang out with my chalk buddies. Yes, good morning. Thanks for joining. And for those of you catching us on the replay, thanks for spending some time with me. Type in the chat bar #replay. Let me know that you got to see this live this morning, even though you're watching it after the fact. And if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. My information is all in the description box below. I put it at the top of the video and I'll put it at the end of the video again. And I have some of my links are actually changing. I had a bit of a name change, and with what I'm doing for my Chalk Couture and my art and all the different artistic businesses that I'm rolling them all into one. So I had a bit of a name change. I am now online as MSTexasCrafts. MSTexasCrafts. All right, I'm going to give this a spray of water, even though it's nice and creamy, and I'm going to set that aside while I do the next one. Yep, this one's going to need the same thing. So let me go ahead and give it some sprays of water. There we go. Grab a multi-tool. This is a different multi-tool because I don't want to contaminate with colors, even though they're quick and easy to clean. And I'm just going in and giving it a quick little twist so that the water has some room to move around in there. That is really dry. All right, that might have overdone it. We'll see. I'm just going to let the water get down in there and sit for a second. And I guess while I'm doing this, those that are new, I should introduce myself, right? Because maybe you haven't caught me on a Friday morning or a Wednesday evening and you're like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. Tell me about it. So my name is Michelle Schreck. I'm an independent designer and a mentor with Chalk Couture, and I am part of May's Chalk It team. I am from the early days of Chalk Couture, and I absolutely love it. And Couture, if you do not know, Couture is a direct selling company. They are available on the website or at in-home parties through independent designers such as myself. And you can buy silkscreen designs that are adhesive on the back, and they're repositionable and reusable. You can get about 12 uses out of a standard screen if you're using it the right way and taking care of it, cleaning it, that kind of thing. I have to tell you, I've gotten more than 12 out of just about all of them. The ones that I haven't has definitely been user error. I have had the silk screens fold over on themselves and the adhesive stick to itself and not been able to get it apart without distorting the image. And that happens, so I'm really careful on how I do that now. Probably more than I need to be. But those were with really large images too. Chalky mess. All right, let's give it another couple of spritz of water. Good morning, good morning. Hi, thanks for joining. Type in the chat bar. Let me know where you're watching from. Picking up all my mess. All right. And I probably could get away with just these three colors, but I really want to try to put the blue in there somewhere. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the blue. I don't have a concrete plan for today's project. I just have a general idea. All right, let's grab another multi-tool. And let's give this one a spray. Good morning. Good morning today. Let me know where you're watching from. What kind of crafty fun do you have going on? Are you doing something fun today or this week or even this weekend? Do you have something planned? Let me know. I am always loving to hear what other people are doing and using what others are doing as inspiration. We can all use a little inspiration. That's why I'm here. Right. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to get started here directly on the actual design part. We're just doing the prep right now. Let's see. It's 8 o'clock Central Time. So it's 9 o'clock. Whoa, let's see. What is that? Eastern Time? 7 o'clock in Mountain Time, and 6 o'clock Pacific. 6 a.m. is still a little early, I think. Some of my friends might be popping on and watching while they're getting ready for work. I know I do that every morning. I have my videos going, sometimes live, sometimes recorded. What did I get in there? I have a little something something that is not chalk. It looked like part of my multi-tool, but it doesn't appear to be broken off or anything. I don't know. Maybe it's just a piece of a transfer. There's my messy blue. I made a mess of it for sure. For sure. Trying to get the chalk back in the jar. Okay. Need a little craft tray. Set that down. Now I'm gonna move these guys. I'm gonna give it another spritz just so that the water can be soaking in. The chalk definitely soaks up the water. And I'm gonna move these guys off to the side. Definitely using that green. The only one I'm not sure about is the blue. I'm using the purple, the Wisteria color. Clean up my little space a little bit. I'm using this beautiful Wisteria color. I'm definitely using the Citrus Splash and the pink Grapefruit. So I have to decide how I'm going to use the blue. That is Blue Jay. All right. Have that cleaned up. I'm going to try to clean my hands up just a little bit so I don't make a huge mess. And let's start putting some chalk down. So I have Citrus Splash that I definitely want to do on my leaves. Oh, I could definitely, that's what I should do. I should do a little hot mess with the leaves. There we go. That would be a good way to go. Get some green down. I want it to mainly be green. But I could put a little bit of blue in there. And that would be okay. Just level that off. It's kind of like icing. The consistency of frosting for a cake. All right, and then let's take a little bit of the blue. Give it a little stir. Grab some blue and plop that down. Couple of places. All right. Now I'm going to take a mini squeegee and I'm just going to get where I've already mixed the color on the end of this multi-tool. Pull that off and I'm going to go right over the top just of the leaves because I'm not going to do the hot mess on the flowers. Although this may end up being a hot mess before I'm done with it. Sometimes it looks that way for sure, and then it just turns out and it's like, wait, how did that come from this? How did that gorgeousness come from this or this mess over here? I think these colors, the green that it is making, the two colors mixing together, the green color that it's making is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, get away from my D. Let's see. Was getting a little carried away, got too close to my D for my dream bigger. I think I saved it. All right, let's make sure they're all covered. And I'll pull the excess off here in a second once I'm done with the rest of it. Look at that color. That is so almost of the peacock blue that was that we used to have. So pretty. All right, so now I'm going to take this grapefruit. I'm going to do grapefruit right here for Dream Bigger. Just spread that over the top. Clean side. Just do it like that. There we go. Okay, that is well covered. Then I'm going to come over here and do the wisteria. So let's give it a quick little stir. It's about the perfect consistency now. And the flowers are going to get the wisteria. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Saw a couple new eyeballs pop on. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to pick up opposite the order I went down. So I'm going to pick up the wisteria off of the pretty flowers. And instead of using a bigger tool, I'm using the multi-tool just so that I don't contaminate it with the other color, this hot mess color that I've got going on, because I did get really messy with that. Okay, so the wisteria is up. And now I'm going to pick up the pink grapefruit and go right back in the jar with the excess. I'm just checking to make sure that I haven't contaminated my squeegee with the other color. Looks good. Okay, and now we're going to pick up all this hot mess. And I'm putting it on one of my chalk trays over here. Let me grab that. I might actually save this color. This is really pretty. I hope the camera is actually picking it up. I don't know that it's doing it. It's a gorgeous green. I can feel that it's getting a little dry, so hopefully it's not going to be a distressed look inside the transfer, but hopefully I worked quick enough. We'll find out. right, all that green goodness there. And let me wipe my hands off a little bit. Even though I've got a couple places on the board I see I need to clean up. I'm just going to lift the corner, and then I'm going to go across the top. I'm going to lift straight up so that it doesn't distort the silk screen. I'm going to move that to the side. There we go. That is so pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness. That turned out so pretty. I love that. I was so thinking I was just going to do the citrus splash, and I'm so happy with the blue jay in there. That is gorgeous. Cleaning up where I've got chalk on the frame. Right? That is so pretty. It turned out great. Let's see, one more little spot. One more little spot. So let me tilt it a little bit to get some of the glare off of there. And there we have Dream Bigger. I'll do it like that. I just threw a lid on the on my blue jay and popped it behind there. Right? I love how it turned out. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it too. That wisteria is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Trying to do a little cleanup as we're wrapping things up this morning. I'm going to have to come back and really clean up my jars of paste. And that's okay. We have exactly the right tools for that. You just use the multi-tool. Use this end of the multi-tool to go around the inside of the lid and the top of the lid. And then I wipe it off with a damp cloth. And I just use my multi-purpose rag for that that's already got chalk all over it, and I wipe it off with a damp cloth, and then I put the lids on, and I do give it a squirt of water from the mister before I actually put the lids on, once I've opened them up, obviously, and that just helps them for when I'm going to open them the next time and I'm ready to use them. They're not so dry. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Rainey. Rosemary, thank you. And everyone watching, I appreciate the hearts and likes. That is fantastic. I love seeing the little emojis go up and pop in a bubble. It's so cute. I love that Facebook does that. So awesome. All right, guys, that is actually it for today. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to be back in 2 weeks on Friday. I'll be here at 8 a.m. for a little coffee and chalking and just some fun. And in the meantime, I'm going to remind you guys, I hope that you will come and visit our Facebook group each day, because we have a different chalk-it showing you a different project every single day. And we do come and join us and have some fun too. And share this with your friends. If you've got some friends that like crafting, share this with them so that they can see what we're doing and get some inspiration as well. My name is Michelle Schreck. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I'm so happy to be here today as your host for Chalk Live with the Chalk-its, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Remember, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and happy crafting.